Yeah. Alright. One more, that's it. You guys don't hold the trees because the camera closed. Alright, here we go. Marley. Napkin. Nice. Good job. Alright. You think you're gonna get some more? We're done. We're done, we're done. Nope, 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 nope. You belong with me. Well, right now where I'm headed is I'm going to go under the highway, the freeway here, and then head over to old Route 66 to head into the canyon. Sewer pumping and commode company, and it just reeks of death through here. Oh God, there it is. Oh, good grief. To some people that's the smell of money, but that certainly smells like shit.
PK421X said I installed Super Animal Royale on my Mac last night. Have to try it out. PK421X said what the hell is that?
Oh yeah. That's that one is a sloth. It should be turning around here in just a sec. Looks like the wind is catching it and turning it around.
Shai said a sloth.
Yeah, there it is.
Shai said that's amazing.
And you want to talk about forgetting, that's on Twitch, so that's a standard command then. Yeah, and you want to talk about forgetting, Dimitri, you know, I turned 55 in a couple of weeks, and my memory is just getting worse, you know. It is not as sharp as it used to be. And it's not all due to age. You do know that they say that when you get married, the memory is the second thing you lose. Don't ask me what the first is because I forgot. Yeah, I'm pedaling
in a groove. Feels good. Got the blue sky above me. Heartbeat's pumping. Got a steady rhythm of 146.
I think we'll be good just to get another year under the belt and out of the way, especially since 2020. You know, my mind goes back to 2019 and thinking about how excited people were for the year 2020. I mean, I recall reading memes and tweets about the Roaring 20s, even though the Roaring 20s was a whole nother era, right? But, you know, and 2020 just ended up being shit. Stillbender Brewery. And I've not had one of their beers yet because I quit drinking beer a couple of years ago, and I'll have one here and there. Like when I go on to Vegas next week, when we're on vacation in Vegas, I'll probably have a beer here and there. But I honestly don't drink beer very much. Oh, here comes all the kids. Those are some high-pitched, squeaky voices. Oh, here we go. It is still there. All right, you ready for it? Ready? See it? Bikes are better. I think whoa! Holy sweet! I felt the heat from those flamethrowers. Oh, good golly! There's a fire on the field out there. Uh-oh! Somebody could put the fire out. Side here. So I'm not finished with the modifications on the bag just yet. I need to put still a grill here. You know, I still got the hole in the back here that I'm going to put mesh in. Then I'm going to cut slots on both sides of these and put a mesh panel here to allow a little bit more airflow for the modems. So that's the setup that's running right now. It's definitely not a racing setup, that's for sure. Definitely wouldn't jump in a bike race with this particular setup. So here's, you know, where I plug in the GoPro and the quick release, the magnetic mount for the GoPro. And then up front, so I've got my Garmin tracking my ride, and this is the GoPro app that's doing the wireless video feed.
Power Karmabut said, switching to live scene. Scene successfully switched to live. successfully switched to live.
All right. I think we are live.
Dmitry Kukryayanov said, howdy.
Hello, hello. Got a new bell on my bike. Not too shabby. I think we're gonna go north today. Hang on, let me look at this camera angle. Yeah, okay.
Dmitry Kukryayanov said, weather looking nice, enjoy the ride.
Yeah. It's kind of cloudy, but I think it's gonna warm up. I'm not sure. I mean, it's been hot all this week. So I'm sure it's gonna warm up. Nice. Are you going out? Are you going live streaming? Hey Dimitri, if you're still there, just wondering what are your observations on my video stream? I did some tweaking of the settings and I got an ND filter on. Oh, okay. So no. Guess I won't really know if it's like cinematic until I get home and can see everything.
Docadale said, not Dmitry, but it looks good. Showing the east David shot like the color shirt looks good on you.
Like the yellow. Oh man, I don't see how much is putting pressure on the back of my head that I do not like. Oh. like, I don't know why, I was just feeling uncomfortable today. I have like pressure points on the front of my head and the back of my head. Old high school friends live down that street, and my best friend lived right here, in the corner right here. Mr. Robert Sanchez, best man at my wedding. Rest in peace, buddy. To ride and our bikes everywhere together when we were 16, 17 years old. Good times growing up in the 80s. I'm not sure what year was better, 86, 87. 86 was fun, 85 was fun. Traveling all around the state, racing as a junior with my other good friend, Mr. Tafoya. Mr. Greg Tafoya. Raced with him back in the day when we were teenagers, and I got to race with him a few years ago in national championships. Esports national championships. Got to race with him again after almost 25 years of not riding together, seeing each other. I think the thing that I attribute the most to Greg, besides just overall fun and great friendship, but he turned me on to two bands back in the day that vividly recall. One of them was U2. I think it was when the Joshua Tree album came out. We were
Dimitri Kupriyanov said, Brandon tour guide yesterday said he was racing since 75, or maybe he meant just riding bikes.
since 75, huh? Wow. All right, I don't know if we're gonna get a light here or not. I hope we do. We were on our way to Alamogordo for a bike race, and he popped a cassette in his radio, and thus my ears heard for the first time U2. I was like, holy shit, who is this? What band is this? Ugh, I don't like this, man. completely taken away the bike lane here in this construction.
And now you're a YouTube fanboy.
Oh man, yeah, hell yeah. Going to their concert a couple of years ago at the Sphere was a highlight of my life. Highlight of my life. It was well worth the $800 ticket. I don't know that I ever said how much that ticket cost, but it was an $800 ticket. All right, so far no cars behind me.
MR Monk 212 said, so you're one of the only people on the planet who wasn't annoyed at the free album from YouTube being put on your phone?
Oh, when did that happen? Did I miss something? And what song? What?
212 said, I feel like 10 years ago at this point maybe.
10 years ago. Shit.
Dimitri Kupriyanov said, was that the first iPhone or was that still on iPod? MR Monk 212 said, 2014.
14, huh?
212 said, so whatever iPhone that was.
Okay, well,
MR Monk 212 said, 4-5?
okay, I was into iPhones then. Somehow don't recall that, but my memory is also crap. So there's that. What song? Do you recall what song it was they threw on there?
Dimitri Kupriyanov said, or you didn't notice because you already had the album downloaded.
That could be true. Could possibly be true.
MR Monk 212 said, I think it's still there on everyone's iTunes library.
Yeah, bad thing is I don't really use iTunes anymore.
212 said, it was the entirety of Songs of Innocence.
Oh, okay. Then I probably would say that I have it. And although every song on that one wasn't a great song, wasn't there really only like one or two good ones on that album? In my humble opinion, you know. So, we talked about one.
212 said, I'm surprised you like U2. Aren't they pretty overtly political?
Yeah, they're definitely a political rock band, but I don't know. I don't really listen to songs for their words. It's very rare that I do. I like more the beat, and I get the political behind the music, but I'm not opposed to it either. Yeah, it's kind of like the first time what's the super popular song by Adele? Someone Like You. You know, the first time, I don't know if I should be admitting this, but I was listening to that song after
212 said, Dimitri Kupriyanov said, if you don't want politics, listen to Rage Against the Machine.
I dropped my daughter off after picking her up from school, dropped her off at her house, her mom's house. I was driving home and Adele song came on. The first time in my life I kind of like sang along in the words with that song, because like again, I don't pay attention to words. I'm like, no shit, that song reminded me of relationships, marriages, and I no shit cried. I teared up listening, because one, singing along with it a little bit, it forced me to listen to it, right? Like, wow, that's really, for me anyways, a sad song. Hence the reason why I just really don't pay attention to words in music.
112 said, homosexuality is okay.
Yeah, I know. There's that too, right? You got me. All right, let's move on. Change topics. Let's talk about the second band that. How's it going? We'll talk about the second band that my buddy turned me on to in the 1980s, 1986. Anybody want to take a guess? Take a guess. I'm pretty sure it was 1986. No, I already knew about them from the freshman. No. I already knew about them from like 1983, 84, like junior high school, freshman year of high school. What genre is it? All right, I'm gonna tell you. It was Berlin. He had, what was that cassette tape? Fuck.
Dmitry Kupryayev said, I meant the band Who.
Oh, Who? No, I already knew about them. It was
212 said, I don't even know who they are.
You don't know who Berlin is? Come on. I bet you know the song, because there's been other people that have done songs of it, like
MR 212 said, no idea.
okay, how about the movie
MR
Top Gun?
212 said, I maybe know the song.
Top Gun, Take My Breath Away. Britney Spears did a version of it. Gosh, everybody's done a version of it. Oh man, what the hell was the name of that cassette though? Because like every tune on that tape was a banger. From the Metro.
212 said, I missed the name of the song.
Take
212 said, my brother was talking to me.
Take My Breath Away by Berlin. But what I'm more interested in is trying to remember the name of the cassette. It was in like 1986, 87-ish. Could have been 85. But every tune on that tape was a banger. Like you could just listen to the tape all the way through. It's kind of like the new wave. See, there you go. Now, help me find the name of the album. Gosh, what was the name of that album? I can already visualize the cover. I know the cover. I just can't think of the album. Look at all these guys. Everybody's out here riding. Yeah, the album that song is from. It's I know I have it like on my phone here. I probably could just look it up real quick, but I would lose all the chats. I can't even think of all the names of the tunes that were on that album, but damn, it was a good one. Trying to remember the situation in which he introduced me to that. I know we were driving because you got to keep in mind, back in the day, we still had cassette tapes in the cassette decks in the our vehicles, not 8-tracks. We're not.
MR Monk 212 said,
Count 3 and pray. Why does that not sound familiar? Is that like a 1986ish, 85, 86ish? I know we were driving. I don't know if we were coming out of Colorado or if we were coming out of his house from Espanola and driving home to my house. But I remember, like, as we were pulling into my neighborhood and up to my house, he was, all of a sudden that song was playing. I was like, who's this? It's like, it's kind of the same situation with the U2. I was like, okay, I gotta have that cassette. I gotta get that one. It's like, man, good old buddy Greg. Your music.
MR Monk 212 said, 1986, released on cassette, Take My Breath Away, You Don't Know and Like Flames are the 3 most well-known songs, based on them having their own Wikipedia pages.
Okay, all right. Yeah, like I said, my memory's shit. Was the
212 said, can't hear anything you say 'cause there's an ad.
dude? You got to give me your Amazon Prime so you go get ads. Damn it, Monk. Where's my app? I'm gonna gift you a damn sub. You're probably wasting your Amazon Prime sub on Amaranth, right? There we go. Did you use your Prime? Huh? Did I guilt you into not using?
MR Monk 212 said, no, I've got her. I'm good.
Oh shit. What was I saying? Oh, the Metro. That was like another banger on that album. The Metro.
MR Monk 212 said, but yes, you reminded me. Being late now like I've already listened to the 2 fucking minute ad.
See there, you gotta give up that Prime. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Much appreciated.
MR Monk 212 said, I can't see this album.
Okay, then that can't be it then. I wonder if it was just like, maybe it's an earlier album that Greg just happened to be playing in that year of like 86. Well, heck, what do I know? I don't know.
MR Monk 212 said.
Pleasure victim. Okay. I wonder if it's possible that the tape that he was listening to was sort of like a hits type tape, maybe.
MR Monk 212 said.
Sex, yep. Sex was on there. Was Take My Breath Away on there.
MR Monk 212 said. Torture. World of Smiles. MR Monk 212 said. Take My Breath Away
Isn't. Okay, well, shit, then I don't know. I'm quite curious now what album that was that he introduced me to. It had to be then probably a like a hits type album. That's my best guess.
MR Monk 212 said. There is a Best of Berlin cassette from 1988.
Is it 1988? Huh. Well,
MR Monk 212 said. Take My Breath Away. No more words. Metro. Sex.
okay. All right, well, then you're kind of jogging my memory a little bit as to what occurred then, because in '88, I was already getting out of bicycle racing. I wasn't like racing. So maybe I bought the album later, but Greg had an earlier version in like '86. So the cassette that I'm thinking I bought later is my guess, if you're talking '88, because like '87 was my last year as a junior cyclist. I was already had a part-time job in a bike shop. By '88, I was full-time in a bike shop, so I was rarely, if any, racing at all. And I was definitely not hanging around my buddy Greg, because he had got signed on to a national team and moved over to Europe, riding and racing with Bob Roll. Anybody know who Bob Roll is? He's one of the announcers on Tour de France now. It's good times though, man. Good music though. Man, this road, I may go home a different way. This road is just so unsafe. Like, there's still no shoulder on that side over there. Yeah, we may come home a different way. So maybe what I'll do is when I get to Bernalillo, we'll go up across the river and head up that way. I didn't really want to go that way because I don't know. I don't think it's as scenic as heading up to the mountains over here. they got this road so jacked up. It has got to be dangerous riding your bike this way right now. I don't know. Anyways, those were two bands that he introduced me to, but you know who my all-time favorite band is? And it's not U2. Don't get me wrong, I love me some U2. They're definitely at the top, I would say, if not number 2 is of all-time.
212 set.
Fitro. Man, you come up with these band names, I have no idea who they are. I have no idea who that is. Hey.
MR Monk 212 set. Cradle of Filth.
Cradle of Filth. No. Nope. We are way off. Way off. I'll give you a hint. 2112.
MR Monk 212 set. Napalm Death.
How do you know all these names? Are you just throwing, you got ChatGPT up and just throwing names out? Are these even legit bands? Hence, that makes sense based on some of the music I've heard you make.
MR Monk 212 set.
I know I'm old. I threw a hint out there, 2112. If I go any more than that, then you'll definitely guess. If I throw out an obvious song title, then people will definitely know who my all-time fave is.
MR Monk 212 set. Rush.
Yeah, yep. Without a doubt. If I was to rank, it'd be Rush, U2. And from there, I don't know. Everybody else just falls in line. I'll go every genre from there. Yeah, it's definitely heavy metal, but they didn't really have that real heavy metal tonality about them, right? Not like Sabbath, not like Metallica, not like Scorpions. Because honestly, I didn't like those groups. I didn't like the Scorpions. I didn't like, now Metallica I liked. Guns N' Roses, those bands I just, I barely liked Motley Crue. Rush had a different sort of orchestral sort of tonality to their rock, you know?
Did you ever get into Dream Theater, Pantera, Tool, etc.?
Yeah, a little bit. Not a lot, like definitely a little bit of Pantera, a little bit of Dream Theater. I was really not super heavy into the heavy metal. Rush though, golly man. I remember in '87 when their album came out, here I go trying to remember shit again. Oh yeah. the Drumeo series. Those are great. I love the Drumeo series. They get all these different drummers playing a genre. Yeah, I love watching them. Best BFAX. How you doing? Thanks for the raid. Love you, man. Yeah, those are great, the Drumeo series. I'm trying to remember all the ones I've watched. I've watched some good ones. It's amazing how the drummers can, because to them it's still all numbers. It's literally just numbers. And they're like really puzzled in the beginning about how in the fuck are they gonna play this, you know? And yet they end up putting their own mixing combinations and stuff. It's just, I love that Drumeo series. I keep getting their videos over and over. I think I saw that. You know what? I think I forgot to bring food with me. Great.
MR Monk 212 said, will Pharaoh being Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, it's the one where he's like dressed like him, right? And they're like, we're doing the drum off. Yeah, I should be able to. I mean, I ate 2 360 calorie bars, protein bars before I left, so I've got plenty of calories. I'm not really riding that hard either. I am really, believe it or not, just taking it very easy. Which way is the wind blowing?
MR Monk 212 said, this is e-bike anyway, right? You can just pump up the power law.
Yeah, yep. That's what I'm doing. I'm letting the bike do a lot of the work. I'm just pretty much just trying to get a long zone 1. Not even a zone 2. What's going on with my streams? It's just got to be Twitch, because YouTube is showing the stream is still on. Nope. At least it's a nice cloudy day. What is that guy's hurry? I have a feeling I'm going into the wind. So maybe we will have a tailwind going home. This calf, believe it or not, is still just a tad sore from, man, I had that cramp in my sleep like almost 4 or 5 days ago, and it's still kind of tender. Man, I hate getting those cramps in your sleep. That is the worst feeling.
Dockedale said, "Oh, I haven't seen MR Monk in here in like forever."
I know. That's why my butt hasn't been buttered properly.
Dockedale said, "B.O.B. butter on bots."
All right. Should I go straight? Up, straight and around. Y'all, I didn't really have like a plan today. Like I absolutely want to go here. So let's just, I don't know. We'll go straight. We're gonna go straight.
Dockedale said, "When's your California or Las Vegas adventure happening?"
Good question.
Dockedale said, "Or has that been cancelled?"
It's kind of canceled. Long story short, or I could give you the long story version. The wife and I decided we're going north to the mountains and we're going camping. However, we are still planning to coming out to California, but it will probably end up just being San Francisco area only, just to come visit, hang out with my sister. And there's still a Vegas in the works. Okay, I don't want to say that they're canceled, but you know, it's as a priority, and what we're going to do first is just going to go camping. Just get off grid, take the dogs, relax and chill in the mountains.
Docadale said, all cool as your sister wanted them big
Techies? No, she's a traveling nurse. Well, she did actually got out of that, so she kind of, I don't want to say retired, but definitely hung up the career on the nursing and kind of moved into politics. So she's working on some,
Docadale said, that's pretty cool.
I don't know her official title, but she was duly elected in the state or city, something for a school district or something out there. And then she's still doing her pop-up book thing, bookstore thing. Yeah, she was doing the traveling nurse thing for a while. Always on the road, traveling to different hospitals. She even traveled here once, and like, so she flew in here and she would do, like,
Docadale said, like the Hellenarks, the next governor of California.
yeah, it could be. You never know. The one time she came here, like, we didn't even have time to visit. She literally flew in and then had to go right out to one of the reservations to do about a four-day stint. As a nurse on the reservation, one of the reservations here. But so one reason why Doggydale, everything kind of changed was, first of all, I kind of hem and hawed too long because there was no real priorities on getting out there. I think I told you about the situation about my dad, my biological father, I should say. My real dad, the one I consider my dad, rest in peace, passed away a couple of years ago. But my sister texted me last night, and the man who was my biological father had passed away the night before. So now there's not that there was any sense of obligation to go out there anyways. I just felt like maybe I owe it to him one more time to let him see me, you know. Again, but now that is gone. That's like it's like not. I don't even have to think about that now. Rest in peace to him, you know. Like I said, didn't really know the man. I mean, he's just like another human being on this planet. I have no ill regard.
Docadale said, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll save you my story of my bio daddy.
Your bio daddy. You got one too, huh? I think you mentioned something about it last time we were kind of going back and forth a little bit about this topic on my stream a few weeks ago. That's exactly what you said last time. Well, for all you know, he could be in prison like mine was, you know. And Right.
Doggedale said, look at that beautifully built road. So smooth.
Yeah, this one is freshly paved. I do have a complaint about it though. Can you guess what it is? And I'm sure many of our bicycle advocacy groups are complaining about it. Any guesses? Any guesses? I'll duck my head so you can see.
Doggedale said, that bike line is so small.
Yep, they didn't. It's technically not small. What they did is they for cost savings, whatever, didn't cover to the end of the shoulder. So you can still ride here. The problem is now you have this dangerous lip that tends to get bicycle tires caught. You know, so it makes it kind of like a smaller, like, so you can't really ride the middle here because you're right on the lip and it's not even smooth, like a smooth transition. So this happens usually, and it's on both sides. So like, see right there, I just got caught on it. I wasn't paying attention for a moment to look at the other side and I got caught on it. But it's on both sides. They didn't take it all the way. So they essentially fuck up the bike lane out here. And
Doggedale said, those fuckers.
yeah, somebody will be complaining about it. So like one way or another, it'll get corrected. So like the company that did it, they're gonna have to come back out. They're gonna have to do something. This is all explained ahead of time. You know, when they do these things, and yet they still, like I said, shortchange it. You know, like look at the lip on that one. It's like a 6-inch lip, and all it does is it forces you further over here towards the traffic side. You know, I literally can't ride over here where it's a little safer, where I prefer to be. See, now I'm running out of a lane and we'll be on that lip.
Doggedale said, let's get a coalition together and get them to smooth it out a few feet more. I ride my bike. You gently hit me with your car. We take it to the city council. They make the change.
Yeah, that's kind of how it usually happens. I remember one time I came this way with my solar trailer, and it's literally unrideable with my solar trailer because my solar trailer has the 2 wheels. So like one wheel's riding down there on the low side of the lip and the other wheel's on the high side of the lip. And since this line isn't consistent, occasionally the tire will catch the lip on the right side depending on like how bad it is as far as like where they extended it and didn't extend it. That side is really bad. There's like, it's like 8-inch, 6-inch lip over there. It looks like bad. Yeah, they pretty much made it unsafe. Yeah. At least like right here, I could ride somewhat in the middle, but not really.
Crocodile said, "Sky looks beautiful."
It is. It's really, really nice. I'm hoping that the settings that I did on my camera are playing an effect on the video, because I am definitely not in auto mode. I am totally in manual mode. I got the video settings on 4K. Did I do 4K 25? Yeah, I think I did 4K 25. Or maybe I did 4K 24. I've got the shutter speed to 1/50. I think it's 1/50. I got an ND16 filter on.
Crocodile said, "I mean, it looks really good when I'm on mobile."
I've got the ISO setting. It's not like locked. I've got it set at it's auto 100/400. So it's still on the low end of the ISO settings, but it's got a little bit of range. That's one thing I like about the DJI is like you don't have to lock down to this ISO. You can, but I like the ISO where you can have just a little bit of range. And what else did I set? Oh, the EV setting to -3. So, I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll know more when I get home and get to look at the overall video quality, the live stream quality. And once again, we're only on 2 modems. Again, I'm kind of been getting away from using a third modem. So no AT&T modem today. I'm using strictly the Verizon hotspot and the T-Mobile hotspot. So every time I go out and do one of these streams and I see I don't need the AT&T, I probably will move towards getting the Starlink. Because if I had the Starlink, and shit, I could order it right now and probably have it in time, but I'm thinking like where I'm gonna go, my wife and I, we're gonna go camping. It's literally those mountains over there on the left. That's where we're gonna go camping. There is no cell phone coverage, zero. But I was thinking if I had the Starlink, you know, we could have a little bit of internet. I could maybe live stream a little bit, you know.
Crocodile said, "Sleep streams, yes."
Sleep streams. Why? I'm like really uncomfortable in the saddle today.
112 said, "God, it looks so peaceful there. I'm so chilly."
It is really nice. I'm not going to complain. Although we're losing some cloud coverage over here, so that heat's going to be building up. You know, we're still hitting close to hundreds here. All this week, we were pretty much like 98, 99. I think there was one day where it hit 102, so it's going to get hot, so that's why I got out early. Yeah, I don't know why. I am so uncomfortable in the saddle. And these are like my really good bibs, y'all. These are my 2019 state champion bibs, my shorts. These are like high-end,
Crocodile said, "100."
my racing, high-dollar, high-end racing bibs for when I won state championships.
MR Monk 212 said, "We hit 106 one day in I think July here. Like the
Wow. I didn't know that was even possible there.
Docadale said, quit teasing me.
Like a little booty. What'd you say, 106? Shit, Mr. Monk. I didn't even know if you guys got that high. I thought it was like close to like cloudy Arctic-like weather, like almost year-round there. Yeah.
NR Monk 212 said, they're breaking the record every year at this point. It's insane.
Damn.
NR Monk 212 said, maybe 104. I might be on acid.
Well, if you don't know, that's always a good sign. I don't know why, I got a little gut pain today. I don't know if it's from not being hydrated well or what.
Docadale said, that Blake's chili burger creeping back up.
No. You know what it could be though? Speaking of that, on Friday, if y'all don't follow me on TikTok, I made a video on Friday where I went to go visit the guy that works just down the street from my house, the Good Dog. Went and had one of his gourmet little hot dogs that he makes there. And I elected not to have, one of them was called the Lobo Dog, which is, man, by the way, premium hot dogs, jumbo hot dogs. He splits them, grills them on the flat top. But he has one called the Lobo Dog, which is a combination of cream cheese, a raspberry sort of like jelly, and
NR Monk 212 said,
green chili.
"Get that dog?"
I did. I chomped on it, man. I stuck it all in my mouth. I chose to not have the green chili because I just didn't want to deal with the stomach issues. But damn, that hot dog was good. But the one that probably got me was the one I had him do me
Docadale
one.
said, I saw that big ass hamburger you drove 90 minutes for. Now that's a burger. NR Monk 212 said, and then you ate the food, right?
Yes, I did. The one that got me was probably the mustard dog, because mustard kind of bothers my stomach a little bit, but I love straight up hot dog with cheese and mustard and pickles. And I love, of course I love green chili on it, but I stayed away from it.
NR 212 said, jokes don't work as well when there's a 10-second delay.
Oh, it worked. I got the joke.
Docadale said, I miss the handyman videos in your YouTube channel, like when you changed your oil and tires that one time. When are we getting more of those?
Oh gosh, man, those are the ones I hate. I hate those ones.
NR Monk 212 said, okay, don't lie.
I hate those ones. So I should have done, I had one recently I could have done. where I had to do the troubleshooting and replacing the air. Hey,
MR Monk 212 said, or when you fixed the air conditioning valve.
yeah. Well, I just did a AC compressor in my daughter's car, and I could have recorded it all, the troubleshooting process. And now keep in mind though, y'all, the one reason why I don't do it anymore, I think everybody knows I'm on blood thinner, so I'm very careful about what jobs I choose to do now. So now my son is learning a lot about mechanics because he gets to come over and essentially be my hands while I'm like the brains of the mechanic and he's kind of my hands, and I'm explaining to him. So we troubleshot it, determined the compressor clutch was bad. So we got it all off, replaced it, put it under vacuum, recharged it. It's working great. I could have recorded all that, but it's honestly, those are the videos I hate putting out.
Dockedale said, just wear chainmail.
Yeah. It's just hard. I wonder how hard that would be to hold wrenches and stuff and screwdrivers, chainmail on. Look at this cop right here. He's trying to catch these people speeding like right over the hill back there because there's like a speed limit zone. Sneaky guy. Sneaky guy. Because people always come speeding right over the top of that little hill and come right into this town and
MR Monk
speed
212
change.
said, see, this is what I mean about the smooth clay look. It's fucking beautiful. How can you not love New Mexico architecture?
Oh man.
MR Monk 212 said, that was a pretty beach house. Dockedale said, did you mark him on the way, Zach?
I did not. I did not. But I'm sure he's going to get a ticket there sooner or later. You like these Adobe style houses? Is that what you're saying? Even though a lot of them are not traditionally
Dockedale said,
Adobe
does
anymore.
the area of New Mexico you live in get snow?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, we get dumped on here. Definitely not as much as the mountain over here, but yeah, we get dumped on quite a bit. Yeah, Mr. Monk, like most of these homes are like Adobe style, but it's stucco. There's really, it's rare that you'll see an actual Adobe home. Like I'm sure that's an old Adobe home that's got stucco on the outside of it. There's an old Adobe right there. See, they would degrade like that. We got a lot of apples. Are those apples or pears or what am I looking at? I think those are apple trees. It's kind of hard to tell.
Dockedale said, aren't Adobe homes is made out of mud, sticks, rocks, hopes, and dreams.
Yeah, pretty much it's like mud and straw. All right, these clouds look a little... Those rain clouds? Can't tell if those are rain clouds or not. Oh, yo, I might stop up here, take a little break, give my tushy tush a break.
MR Monk 212 said, "Oh, I missed the convo. I thought you were talking about the company Adobe, so I tuned out low. I didn't know that style was called Adobe."
Yeah, Adobe homes. They're like called Adobe bricks. Like there was one we passed over there that was surprisingly still up. There are people that are making like modern day Adobe brick. Like see that, you probably can't see that off the streamer, but that's like a modern day Adobe brick fence over there. I'm sure they're using...
MR Monk 212 said, "I just love it, man. I'm not sure how safe they are, but they're beautiful."
I'm sure they're using sort of like modern day materials to prevent the weathering, deterioration, things like that. Trans Am there. This guy's got some like good old classic cars in the yard there.
MR Monk 212 said, "I'm sure it's not been used in Scotland for a reason. But maybe I'll become a multi-millionaire and justify the maintenance required to keep it alive here." Polytropus said, "Radar shows a group of storms moving south from San Isidro area."
So, okay, which would be San Isidro, that way, yeah, which is where, I mean, you could see the rain.
Reg 9K said, "I, on the other hand, am not a fan of Adobe style or stucco for that matter."
Whoever called that out, I didn't recognize the name. Is it Greg?
MR Monk 212 said, "Now I need to Google stucco."
Stucco? That's what my home is made out of. I know you've seen the exterior of my home. Oh.
Reg 9K said, "See."
Yeah, whoever called that out, yeah, you can see that direction would be San Isidro.
MR Monk 212 said, "Yeah, I'm a fan of stucco too." Docadale said, "Love your dismount."
The old man dismount? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know why I got like a gut today. It's like,
MR Monk 212 said, "So Reg is saying your house sucks. Karma."
well, it's Adobe style though, so that's the difference. It's not Adobe, but a majority of the homes that are around here are sort of Adobe looking, Adobe style. I mean, you can find neighborhoods around here where it's like more of your northeast, east coast brick style homes. You know, you can still get that kind of home here, but majority of the neighborhoods and homes are sort of the Adobe style homes, so flat roofs usually, you know, with the canales, a parapet and canales, you know, keeping with the traditional look of homes in this area. Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep going or maybe start headed back. But you can see the storm definitely. Let's point this way. I'll let y'all take a look at the mountain. The little ant is feisty.
Reg 9K said, it's like people who get white stucco and the dirt splashes up on the house. You
Yeah.
can never get it clean.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't have a white stucco on them. Although they look pretty nice the way they do them, right? There's a lot of people doing that with the anyway, I'm trying to balance my bike here. Doing the white stucco with the black trim, you know, the black gutters. Those actually look nice, but you're right, when it rains and if they got the dirt and it splashes up and you got that kind of staining on the bottom.
Black stucco, so it's never cold in your house.
I've seen black stucco around here. The darker charcoal grays, you can get stucco in any color, man. My wife likes to think that the color that she has is very unique. It's like it's a brown that I'm sure there's probably other people that use it, but she selected a very particular brown.
Donkadale said, is there a hot pink stucco?
Oh yeah, I don't know that I've ever actually seen a hot pink, but I've seen a pink stucco for sure. I kind of recall when I used to take my son and daughter up to
212 said, you could theoretically get jungle camo stucco and never worry about dirt. MR Monk 212 said, in fact, dirt just makes it more camo.
yeah, but when you have an all white, it doesn't look so good. There used to be this home that I would see. I would take a particular way to take my kids up. They went to high school up in the Heights, and I lived down in the valley. And there was this one home that I would see on the way every time. It was this pink stucco home. It was god awful ugly, but it was in that particular neighborhood. You also had a sky blue stucco home. You had that pink one. There's some people did some wild ass shit for their stucco there in that neighborhood. All right, this phone must be overheating because it's dimming. Can't see. Pretty nice view. That way, let me put you all back this way. I'm gonna stretch here just for a little bit because my hip is bothering me. Oh, come on. Oh.
Entrance to the Santa Ana Pueblo is?
The Santa Ana Pueblo.
MR monk 212
Uh,
3 minute ads now. Fuck me.
I think I'm trying to remember which one is Santa Ana.
It has a big casino down here.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you.
But that's not it. That's, you know, what I'm looking for is the actual entrance to the Pueblo. They're having a festival there, and we're supposed to.
Is it near the hotel or the golf
That's what
course?
I thought. I just went straight in because I've gone to a lot of meetings at the Tamaya,
Yeah.
and they had never heard of it. So, and I went
Okay.
to their soccer complex. They said, no, we don't have it here. So I'm guessing it's right on the Pueblo. And I haven't been to the Pueblo headquarters before.
Yeah, I was about to send you San Felipe, but when you said Santa Ana, that's definitely over here. But
Yeah.
I don't know where their entrance is.
One of the guys at Tamaya said he thought if just take this frontage road on or the Camino del Sur, Camino del Pueblo, that I would see the entrance. And I've driven 10 miles and I haven't seen the
Yeah,
entrance.
I don't. Well, it's not definitely not further there because if you go too far, then the San Felipe sign is over there.
Sure. And then you get into Bernalillo. Right?
Yeah, no, Bernalillo's back that way.
Oh, geez. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm way off.
I'm sure back there, but I don't know exactly where.
I'll try to grab a local at the Family Dollar.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let's see here. Santa Ana's on the north border of Bernalillo, north border of Bernalillo. So over on this side. So yeah, she's definitely well past it then.
MR monk 212 said, is that loudspeaker?
Is that what? Loudspeaker?
Dockadale said, All Lady isn't going to like that you're talking to other All Ladies out on the trial again.
What can I say? I'm a wanted man. Still pleasing to the eyes, desirable. I still got it. At least that's what I keep telling myself. The only problem is that
MR monk 212 said, how young do you feel?
I don't know. The way
MR monk 212 said, that's the important thing.
the way I've been feeling lately, between aches and pains, and so look, I got back into working out this week, strength training. I don't know if, again, I know a lot of you don't follow me on TikTok, but
Dockadale said, I'm 27 but feel like I just left the womb.
if you would ask me the question 3 years ago, I could tell you that I still felt like I was 35, 40-ish. But now that shit's kind of falling apart, I feel a little bit closer to my actual age now. No, and I'm just no shit. Like right now, I'm sitting here stretching because my fucking hip is just, it is aching, you know. I don't know. Yeah, I feel probably closer to my age now. I think if I was to even check Garmin app, it would probably lie to me and say that, because the cool thing about Garmin is that it would always
9K said, it's not the years, it's the miles.
the miles. The Garmin always kind of had this one thing in there in the app where, like, it would give you your actual VO2 max rating and your fitness levels, but it would say your racing age is like such and such. And so for a long time in my prime of racing and fitness, like even in my 50s, early 50s, like it would oftentimes show my fitness or racing age as like 30, 35-ish. Now that has crept up on the scale quite a bit. I think last time I looked at it, it said like 46 or 47, you know. But it doesn't matter anymore. It is what it is. I'm not worried about racing anymore. That is done. I mean, look at me. I'm out here. I know I've said this before, but I'm not even wearing a racing style helmet. It's Bluetooth with speakers on it. I got cat ears on, and I got like a hiking shirt on. Now granted, I still got high dollar racing bibs on because to me they're the most comfortable thing to wear. But yeah, I don't give a shit what I look like anymore. Don't need to look like a badass roadie. Muscles bulging out of my jersey and whatever else bulging out. All right, let's head back. We might go back a different way. I'm a little concerned about all that construction on the, what is that, 333? I think it's 333.
Docadale said, have you ever been fishing up at Coochie Lake?
Cochiti Lake? No, I've not been fishing, but I've many times done.
Docadale said, Coochie my bad.
Many times done. Or we.
Monk 212 said, I'd still pet. You're cute.
The paddle boards. We'll take the paddle boards up there. We haven't used them in a while. I do need a. I'm quite curious if I could get a live stream to work there. I know I can because y'all have seen me ridden my motorcycle there on live stream. But I'm wondering if I could actually mount everything on my paddleboard and be in the water.
212 said, okay, gonna eat food and watch a Scottish show about a serial killer. Enjoy your cycle.
All right, we'll see you, Mr. Monk. Thanks for stopping in. And thanks for the Prime again. Sorry that Amaranth won't be taking your Prime sub this month. There's some old motorcycles there. I think, where's that flag at? Oh, damn, I think I'm going into a headwind. Oh, joy. We're gonna have to turn our battery up a little, our power up a little, push through this headwind. Man, this phone seems to be overheating a lot. It's just dim and I can't even see it. I'm gonna reset the Twitch. Yeah, it's still dim. Let me unplug it. Maybe it's just the charging is making it overheat. I don't know. I still have text to speech.
Text to speech enabled.
There we go. There's a old Adobe home right there. There's another one. There's the other one that I pointed out last time. I don't know if Mr. Monk's still here, but see right there.
Dockedale said, I'm free.
We're gonna bump up our boost a little bit. Should get home a little faster. I had it pretty low level going out, so I was using quite a bit of leg power. So I've got like 83% battery. So I think I can afford to boost it a little bit more. Kind of like a free ride home. Route 66. Seems like it's coming back. I wonder if it was just the continuous charging. It was overheating it. I can see the screen now. Feel the temperature rising now. It's been a little warm. Poor snake. I think that's at least the third dead snake I've seen on the road. Smashed. Here comes the train. Definitely can feel the headwind. Yep, you can see the flags now. Flags confirmed. Went into a stiff headwind. You gotta love it. Trying to use a good combination of leg power versus e-bike power. So, I mean, here's Santa Ana Reservation. So I imagine like where she needed to be had to be somewhere in here. Is that Vicky? I think that was Vicky. I need to do something about my handlebar adjustment. I feel like it needs to either come up a little bit more or out or something. I'm still getting a little numbness in my hands, like there's like too much pressure. Like it's like I'm not balanced on this bike. I'm like got too much weight going forward on the palms of my hands. So it could be either saddle or bring my handlebars up just a little. I might try a different stem with like maybe a 30-degree rise instead of a 15-degree rise. Try that first, just to bring it up just a tad. And then I've already got, I think it's a 15-degree rise with a 2.5 riser bar. So I've got it sitting up pretty high, not, I mean, maybe just a little bit more would help. But I'm definitely gonna have to check the saddle. Sometimes if your saddle's just not right, you're not balanced, it just, you tend to throw all your weight forward right on your palms of your hands. It'll have nothing to do with your handlebar height. Oh, missed the light. Missed the light. Ah, damn it. Ah, I was on a roll there for a bit. Something's always got to slow you down. Oh. What do you think? Everybody's out on their TT bikes today. Rat rod. Damn bug. That one got me. Damn it. Right in the kisser. the train. Oh. It's been all right. A little windy, but it's been all right. Were you live streaming? Did I miss a raid or something?
Dimitri Kupriyan offset. North.
Okay.
Dimitri Kupriyan offset. Oh, look at that fresh pavement.
Back there.
Dimitri Kupriyan offset. I chased it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, now I'm back to chip seal. Man, I am just tired of pedaling. Even though, well, I will say that the bike, for most of the ride going out, I was doing probably a greater portion of the work, like allowing the e-bike to do some, but I was doing majority. Coming back, I was letting the e-bike do more like 80 and I was doing 20. But I am just legit tired of pedaling. I think it's time to, I know you've all heard me talk about how I use the same saddle across all my bikes. Well, this is the only bike that I have not put one of those saddles on that I like to use because I'm out of them. I bought a bunch of them on eBay once because that's a good way to find, if you have a particular saddle that you like and you want to use it across all your bikes, you just go to eBay because there's always somebody that has that saddle that came with their stock bike and they changed it, and so they dump it on eBay. That's how I actually got some of my Alantes, my Physique Alantes, which that saddle name comes in like low end, high end. But their medium range one that, is usually like a $50, $60 saddle. I think I bought like 4 or 5 of them off of eBay for like 15, 20 bucks. I got one of the super high end ones, like all carbon base, carbon rail. Like it's like a $600 saddle. And I got it off of eBay for probably 80 bucks. And then I got like one that's like in between mid and high, probably more like a $180 saddle. Got it for probably 50 bucks, something like that. But what I need to do is just go in and
Dimitri Kupriyan offset. I have one on my gravel bike. I bet shipping to you will be more than saddle is worth long.
Physique Alante. Really? Yeah, it probably wouldn't be worth it at all. I could probably find it on eBay for 18 bucks. But I think I need to change this saddle out to one of those. I just need to get my butt on eBay and go find another one. That tree was pretty good back there. That's my wife's favorite tree, is the catalpa tree. I think that's it right there, a catalpa tree. Oh, and there's a shorter one. catalpa. I think it's called a catalpa tree. And the remodel on that house came out really nice. I like it. Excuse me. You can feel that heat now. So it'll be like once again I'll be getting home just before it starts getting really hot. You know, I probably should have still put sunscreen on. It's one of those things I tend to forget a lot lately.
Recovery height offset. Up to 82 on the overlay.
82, huh? Yeah, it's I wouldn't doubt at all it's going to get a little, definitely over 90 today, but I can feel the temp rising, that's for sure. It is rising.
Recovery height offset. I've been using long sleeve shirts recently on bike rides.
Yeah, I should have. I have a lot of those long sleeve sun shirt, PF 50 or 70 shirts. I decided to go short sleeve today. Oh, come on. Why didn't you go? Oh, God. I normally wear like the thigh high or knee high socks. For one, the compression, that I need, but that's like helps me expose less on the leg. So the only thing I have to really put sunscreen on are my knee. And I've been wearing the long sleeve sun shirts a lot lately. 'Cause one, they're very lightweight, breathable, and provide that sun protection you need. And I don't have to have sunscreen all over my arms. Just put a little on my nose and my cheek and my ears. But I didn't put any on today. Yeah, me too. But definitely doesn't hurt to do it though. You can find the sunscreens that are definitely less chemically, to put on your face. I personally used to use a lot the oil of Olay. It's like a 15 SPF, so it's kind of like a face cream lotion plus a light sunscreen, so it doesn't feel like overly chemical like. Today was not a day though that I even worried about. I just got dressed and got out. So I'm sure I'm getting a lot more sun than I need to do right now. Oh wow, they finally fixed this trail. Nice. Okay, I like it. I like it. Now they just need to fix this bridge. This bridge is horrible. This is one of the ones that they have not upgraded yet. Yeah, shit, I should have took that lower trail. Full of people. Full of people. Yep. Around here. Oh, I forgot I have a brand new bill. Let's try my bell on this guy up here. Here's my new bell.
Recovery ion offset. All ours sound like that, even the ones of your own, but at least don't need to use a bell
You talking about the bridge? Those wooden ones, they've been pulling all those wooden ones up and well, they're not replacing the bridge, they just modify it to where they lay concrete in it and then they throw like a gravel, like an encased gravel, like a textured gravel surface, like sandpaper almost. They've had too many people get hurt on those wooden ones where, like especially like that one, and you know, it's got like loose splints and stuff like that, and I'm sure it's on the horizon of getting fixed.
Dimitri Kupriyan offset. Yup, here the metal joint between trail and bridge are all loose and make a ton of noise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you've seen some of them around town, they've been getting around to them like one by one. There was like one bad one over there by Diversion Channel that, boy, some of them were really bad. They finally got them upgraded. I am legit tired, y'all. It's time to head home. I think I am done. We're gonna make a turn up here and start the journey home.
Reg 9K said, $13.40 million in the general fund. I'm sure they could afford to fix a few bridges. Dimitri Kupriyan offset. As all they do is hurry when Reg use a low-risk guess assign as cheaper than fixing it.
Right, yeah, because that's going to prevent a lawsuit, right? If they, as long as you at your own risk, right? Use some of that funding that Red's just pointed out for the next lawsuit.
Dimitri Kupriyan offset. Important, but I know us lots to see each other.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's America. Freedom to sue. Whew, boy, I can feel that heat on my arms now. We're baking. And my neck is aching. I think I said this before, but I recall a lot of people crawdad fishing this year at all. I guess I just didn't see anybody doing it. Like maybe they still.
Blackhawks flow, 1,604, 987 milliseconds. Scene switched to lit. The Blackhawks flow, 680, 53 milliseconds.
So either one of my modems is overheating or charged or died or something. I wonder. But that is also like a known low bitrate spot for me back there. Don't know why. That's like just a dead zone. Y'all, I might get out on the motorcycle tomorrow. I think I'll
Snackabee said Han is looking THICC.
You said it, not me.
Or Carmavan said, scene switch to lit. Galapagos cloud, 531, 107 milliseconds.
All right, I gotta check, see what's going on. I know I'm gonna be ending the stream here soon, but curiosity's killing the cat. I need to know. Modems are overheating, or are we not charged? Did one die? It's not charging. What is going on? Let's stop and take a peek here. Stop and take a quick.
RR at Mania said you think that Black Ops Cloud, 1094, 1616 milliseconds. Scene switch to lit. Galapagos cloud, 786, 55 milliseconds.
Yeah, that one's on. This one's not. This one's at 13%. I don't know. Both modems are up and going. I don't know why we're getting so much low bit rate through here lately. Oh, good.
Dimitri Kupriyanov said, aliens.
Yeah. Could be. Should we make a stop by the farmer's market? See if we should find something? Or actually, you know what? Based on some of the lab results I got this week, probably should not. I gotta work better. I gotta do more, y'all, on my diet. I'll be taking a little bit more oats, definitely some omega-3. Bottom line is I got to get the weight off. I know that a lot of things that are going on right now are definitely weight related, and I've been on a path.
9K said, diet equals 2 by each day.
Not really, not for me. I'm trying not to use the word diet. I just need to. I don't want to make it sound like I eat like shit. I don't eat bad. For one thing, a little while, I was eating too many of good things. Okay, and so about 3 weeks ago, I got back into calorie counting, so that way I have a little bit more accountability on what I'm choosing at certain times of the day. Okay, so that's been helping. Weight's been coming down. The recent labs that I got, again, they're not great. They're just not great. And you know, anytime the doctor threatens to put me on blood pressure meds or cholesterol meds, I was like, I told her, if you threaten me with a pill, I'm going to come back and I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it with my nutrition and my exercise first. I'm not going to take a pill. I've done it once before, y'all. 2010, same issues. I've been borderline high blood pressure all my life since I was 19. I went on blood pressure meds in 2010. I lasted about 2 weeks. I told the doctor, get me off them. I'm going to fix this. I got back into cycling, and I fixed it. Totally fixed all my numbers. Everything was good for years. But ever since the blood clot issue and like my activity decreasing and just struggling to get back into the game, you know, the weight trickled up, and then it trickled down for a little while, and then like just kind of like bounced back. Well, it's going down again. So I just need to focus a little bit more on like the quality of the proteins I'm taking in, the vegetables. Like I said, I don't eat bad. I mean, yeah, do we buy cake once in a while? Yep. Yeah, we buy cake once in a while. I think I was eating a little bit too much cheese for a little while because I was buying the string cheese because that's like a quick, good protein snack. But it was just eating too many of them. You know, not counting the calories. So the calorie counting has been helping, logging them and then paying attention to whether I have a deficit through the day or not. And of course, it's like the other thing that's doing, it's forcing me to be a little bit more committed to getting some exercise in for the day, because when I log an exercise event, like whether it's riding or weight training or strength training, it adds a positive to the budget for calories or increases my deficit. So that's been working. But I think I went to Costco with my wife last night and got some omega-3 capsules. But I think I can fix that just by incorporating a little bit more salmon and the smoked herring. I think it's smoked herring. I mean, in the can with the oil. According to ChatGPT, that's a good source. I love eating those. I eat that all day long. So I'm definitely going to be buying some more of that at the grocery store today. But we'll see. I'm committed to get the weight off. I'm committed to get back down to 200 pounds, y'all. 200 pounds. And I'd be happy if that 200 pounds is a good amount of muscle too. That's why I got back into strength training last week. I did 4 workouts this past week. 4 workouts. All body weight though, mostly. The first 2 days were pretty hard. Well, they were kind of easy, but oh man, the third day, shit, I was hurting so bad. And I had an early morning doctor appointment, so it kind of was like a forced break. Damn, I was aching all over because I'm doing full body. I'm doing arms, shoulders, core, back, hips, glutes, legs. So it was full. It was like I had the damn flu, man. Yo, like I had the damn flu. I did a workout yesterday. So yesterday was day 3 of getting back to strength training. By next week, I don't know, I think I'm gonna do one more week of like no weight. We'll just do body weight, and then by my 3rd week, I'm gonna start incorporating actual resistance. Like, so actually adding, instead of doing push-ups, do a bench press with the bar, you know. So. All right, y'all. Tell you what, I am done. Appreciate y'all joining me for another ride today. We're gonna find somebody to raid out. I think Terry might be on, y'all. We might send you all out to Terry. He's been
Dmitry Kupryanov said, "Wanna raid Terry?"
yeah, let's raid Terry. Can you cue that up?
But he also has a good variation, and that is a healthy thing.
Can you cue that up, Terry?
Reg 9K said, "Thanks for sharing the right Saya next time."
Reg 9, yeah, take it easy. And say, someday we're gonna have to go ride. You know that, right? You, me, we go ride. We gotta meet in person. Go for a ride. All right, everybody.
Dmitry Kupryanov said, "I think that worked."
All right, everybody. We're sending you out.
Dmitry
YouTube.
Kupryanov
We'll see
said,
y'all.
"Have a good one."
Take it easy, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow I'll probably be on the motorcycle. So yeah, we'll probably take a ride out to Cochiti.
Dmitry Kupryanov said, "Let me know when to send it."
Ah, yeah, let's send it. We'll see y'all YouTube, everybody. All those have been in chat. Appreciate it, everybody. We'll see you. We're sending you out.